Hey everyone, welcome back to Driple Studios. Today I'll start explaining how my pet system works. If you haven't seen my pet system tutorial, please check it out using the link in the description. There will be no coding in this series, it's purely an explanation of why I wrote the code that you see in this system. So today we will look into the pet models and why they are made up of the parts that they are. So in the workspace, inside of my egg models, you will see that they are made up of 7 parts. The base and top are just the bottom and top part of the egg container respectively. Depending on the design of your container, you may have more or less parts contributing to the design. The glass is the middle of the container. This is the part that is slightly transparent, allowing the player to see the egg in the middle. It's also worth mentioning that I've placed the egg mesh inside of the glass part, so it's in the middle. And speaking of the egg mesh, the egg is a mesh part with a mesh ID that resembles an egg. I've then changed the colour of this egg to represent different rarities. Back to the glass. Now, the glass is a very important part, and when I explain the billboard GUI in a couple of videos' time, you'll see why every container must have a glass part. The name tag is just a part with a surface GUI, and if we open that up, it's got a text label inside, which just says the name of the egg. The price tag is also a part with a surface GUI and a text label inside, with a script that sets the text to the cost of the egg from the pet module. It does this by accessing the correct egg in the module using the name of the egg, such as basic egg. Finally, the GUI trigger is an area with transparency set to 1 and can collide set to false, meaning that the player can walk through it and not see it. The reason we have this part is because this is the area where the billboard GUI will become visible. Inside the script, when the trigger is touched, we will set the billboard GUI to enabled equals true if it's not already enabled, and the opposite for when the trigger is no longer being touched. I implemented this check to make sure that we're only changing the state if the state is already not the desired state. Otherwise, the GUI will be constantly enabled/disabled, which creates unnecessary performance drops. And that's it for the egg container models. So a very quick one, I know, but I just want to start basic. So next time I'm going to explain the pet module, which will be a bit more complicated. I want to go into it and make sure that everyone actually understands what's going on in that module. So thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please leave a like and subscribe, as it would really help us out, and feel free to check out our Discord server, link in the description, where we are trying to build a community of future game developers. You can ask for programming help others, share your projects, or just chat there too. More information can be found in the description. Thank you and goodbye.